That's a marvellous tackle by Roy Keane. He was talk about commitment. There was only ever going to be one winner of that ball there.
Keane's there yet again. And again, for a moment, Ronaldo. Vieira trying to stay with it. It's not easy. Ahead of him, Brown in support down the right here. Nothing wrong with that challenge from Vieira. That was perfectly timed. Acrimony surrounding the season's league meeting at Old Trafford seemed to rumble on interminably. The best of his squad is still to come.
But having said that, Darren Fletcher has had an excellent season, played extremely well in this game last year.
And if he scores today, he'll be the youngest ever to do so in an FA Cup final.
Mistake is certainly correct on that decision.
Now Gilberto, their midfield enforcer, on by Vieira, Argentine, who's had a fabulous season but misses out in the final. Such a big day for him, but they have no doubts about his temperament. Centre then from Reyes. Arsenal probing again, and it's Vieira lashing it over the bar. Although there was a strong suggestion doing the rounds this morning that Howard was going to start.
Again, when he's played or when he's come on as a substitute, he's had a big... Henry is one of the world's greatest players.
Sir Alex Ferguson said he still expected him to play, but then he probably planned for... He's been a little sloppy in his play lately. Now then to Keane. His battle with Vieira will be, without question, a key issue in this game. Brown, though, quick enough to deny Ashley Cole. Here's Vieira. Hasn't scored yet in the FA Cup this season. And he still hasn't. Keane, I think it was tripped then by Bearcat, despite his protest to the contrary. Despite losing Neville and Hensey. Free kick as Vieira took a tumble. It was the meat in the sandwich there against Van Nistelrooy and Fletcher. He has started 8 of the last 9 in the Premiership, in the Premier League, in terms of goals. Fine work then by Keane. And outstrides Patrick Vieira. Nothing to his right. Reyes through the middle, claiming handball there by O'Shea. Not given. Keane to Scholes. More sloppy touch by him. It led in Fabregas. A game of such potential. Bearcat to Lauren. Manhandled then. He was roughed up by Keane and Sylvester between them. He was asked this week, Roy Keane, what sort of game he thought it might be, and he said, totally deadpan, it might be a bit explosive.
Well, it hasn't got out of hand yet, but certainly, that was a rash challenge by Sylvester, and he's also in the book. And I think Roy Keane was looking to get a foul as well, to be honest, because he'd picked up an injury just before clashing with Fabregas.
Carl Sylvester. I wouldn't go near Roy Keane for a while if I was Arsenal. Not quite as effective in this one, and lost his way a little bit when Campbell was out. Central third for a moment, but here's Vieira now. Big
to do here today, because if you keep giving the ball away, then certainly sides will punish you on the counter.
That was a clash between Keane and Fabregas, and they really don't look the same team. They miss his ability to link up. Vieira. Thought about a strike on goal, but servicing Gilberto instead, prepared to be patient. Now Colo Torre stepping up. Gilberto to Vieira. United content just to back off, but chances at both ends. Keane to Wes Brown. Really started the semi-final win. No question of the occasion, getting to Wayne Rooney, nothing it seems can faze him. And remember, he's still only 19. Seems to have been around for ages. Here's Keane, who's a little older. Now, no No way past Roy Keane.
There'll be a goal, I really do. It might take the second half until maybe towards the last third of the game, and maybe one or two might just get a little bit tired, and all of a sudden one or two gaps appear. But you know, I think there's too much talent out there, you would think, for somebody not to produce a little bit of magic that'll get a goal.
Here's Brown, who got his first in the Premiership recently in the win over Newcastle. Anxious and tigerish in the midfield. But there is a lot more to United. Arsene Wenger with plenty to think about as he tries to outfox the old enemy. Here's Keane. He's had those two fearsome strikes on goal. Here's Keane now. Keane. Now Brown. Almost into stoppage time at the end of the first half. It'll be just one extra minute. Oh. He won't do yet, you know. Came back briefly from injury. And then there was a recurrence of the problem. Pires from Vieira's pass. To Van Nistelrooy. Just managing to scoop it away before he was confronted, closed down by Vieira. Senderos. Manchester United only once in the last 9 competitive meetings. Fabregas on to Vieira. Scoring in the first half. Massive investment in him, of course, by Manchester. Him to be worth double that. That's how sound an investment he considers it to be. Vieira. Backline some protection too, as he underlined again. Here's Roy Keane. Much ground. You can see why his manager rates him so highly. Oh, great ball from Van Nistelrooy to Keane. Nearly converted the opportunity.
Fantastic defending by Toure there, though. Roy Keane gets round the back, and Toure somehow just gets in front of Wayne Rooney there. But it really is great play from Roy Keane there. Gets round the back of Ashley Cole, and just look at Toure's tackle.
Here's Keane. Fitness a week ago in the defeat at Birmingham. Freddie Lewis wobbling. Keane. On. A scare, a let-off for Arsenal. Back up United again. Can Arsenal get up ahead of steam here? And United have pointed out there were only 3 tackles on him. Ahead of him, Brown in support down the right here. Nothing wrong with that challenge from Vieira. That was perfectly timed. And his striking blue boots. But they've been not moving too freely just now.
4. So I would have thought if he does come off, Quinton Fortune might be the one that will replace.
There was never a goalless draw, as I was saying earlier on. Can one of these two great teams find a winner? Patrick Vieira. Now Ljungberg. Lauren on the overlap. Vieira. Faced by that massed United. Ronaldo will take it. The tension mounting now. Here is Ronaldo. Oh, the keeper didn't get there. Lehmann lost it. Here's Roy Keane trying to batter it through, and it was Patrick Vieira, the opposing skipper, who was blocking his way.
Yeah, it's the first time Lehmann's made a little slip there, didn't get to the ball, and I thought Roy Keane was going to hit that first time. He might have had Vieira to get in behind Lehmann and actually get the block. Well, Van Persie will go up the front now, and
Vieira for a moment. Ronaldo. Vieira trying to stay with it. It's not easy. And surely he tugged him down.
They were going to open up the Man United defence, but after that first 25 minutes, then Man United have been in control. They had a little spell in the second.
That means you only get 1 year. They made an exception of him. And maybe here in Roy Keane, we're looking at a future manager.
David at Scholes goes and plays off Van Nistelrooy.
Hang on. He's better clear the throat. Ferdinand to Keane. Keane, he's been saying this week, to score an FA Cup final goal. And he's played well, the young man. He'll justify Wenger's decision to play. To Vieira, he's got Cole away to his left. Rooney had come back though to close the space down. Senderos. The pace has confronted by Scholes. Ever eager in the midfield, as is Keane.
That's a marvellous tackle by Roy Keane. He was talk about commitment. There was only ever going to be one winner of that ball there, and that was Roy Keane.
He's had a go at his teammates, hasn't he, this season, about their lack of commitment sometimes, lack of work rate. He said you need those two things for all the talent you have. Roy Keane rolled on for Ferdinand, dropped, but the intrigue certainly hasn't. Cristiano Ronaldo forced infield then by Lauren. Keane to Giggs. Shot for handball. And referee Rob Starr's well placed there to see what happened. He's shaking his head, smiling as well. Out by Torre. In goes Keane. Settled it. We're down to a penalty shootout. That'll be in his final league game. They even let him take a penalty at the end of that 7-goal thrashing. And again, very impressive, the young man.
No, he hasn't.
But see, United thought he was offside. Not so. Still Van Persie. In goes Keane. Keane's there yet again. And again. Brown.
And I'd be a little bit worried now going to penalties because they've had all the play.
Tim Howard there, the American, is behind the goal. Maybe just a suggestion that he might come on to replace Roy Coward if it comes to penalties. We might not need them yet though. Down goes Ronaldo. Up goes the pulse rate. 2 minutes left. Quinton Fortune, and now they might be fully extended. Ronaldo. Reyes on his way back. Not careful. If he isn't, he'll be on his way off.
Well, he's been warned.
He has been sent off. Only the second man in FA Cup final history. And as you say, the warnings were there.
He was told just a few minutes ago that one more stupid thing, and it was stupid. He knew that Ronaldo was...
So it's all down to the penalty shootout. Ruud van Nistelrooy has just strode up to the penalty spot, keen to get on with it. And does so again. Doing a Bruce Grobbelaar on the goal line. Here is Lauren. No problem. Paul Scholes. And now the driving rain in Cardiff. Was saved brilliantly by Jens Lehmann. By his teammates. Freddie Ljungberg steps up now then for Arsenal and scores. The match itself. Can he keep his composure here in this nail-biting occasion? He can. He can. The young Dutchman, whose goals helped them into this final from the semi against Blackburn. It's there.
Ward back if he thought he was going to score with this.
Let's see. The young England international thumps it home. during the 120 minutes of the match. Now one last contribution from him. Arsenal. Another inspired performance from the skipper today. And you can so normally rely on for just about anything when it comes to football. And that is the point proved. 4-4. But Patrick Vieira has the chance now for glory. Hoping to lift the cup today, to follow David Seaman in 2003 and Tony Adams from 2002 and 98. Vieira, who didn't play in the 93 final. I wonder what is going through his mind now. Just trying to shut everything out, I'm sure. Patrick Vieira for Arsenal. He's done it! And Arsenal, against all the odds in terms of the way the match itself went, have won the FA Cup. The FA Cup winners of 2005 are Arsenal. It should be the last FA Cup final in Cardiff, and Arsenal have denied Manchester United back-to-back cup final wins.